You said it's fine, but it wasn't. And now you can't stop thinking about it. Not all the time, just at the worst times, when you're trying to focus, when you're doing something else, when you finally thought you moved on. And every time it comes back, it pulls you into the same moment. You hear what they said, and then you hear what you should have said. Not something dramatic or confrontational, just something simple, something clear, something that actually felt like you. And that's what makes it stick, because now you can feel that there was a moment where you had it and you moved past it. And it didn't feel like a big decision when it happened. It felt small, quick, almost automatic. It felt like the easier thing to do. Just let it go. Just move on. Just don't make it a bigger deal than it needs to be. But something in you didn't move on. It stayed there. And now your mind keeps going back, not randomly and not because you overthink everything, but because something in that moment didn't fully land. If you're someone who tends to replay conversations long after they're over, this is the part most people miss. It's not that you can't stop thinking, it's that there was a split second where you felt what you wanted to say, and instead of staying with it, you moved past it. You overrode yourself. And once that happens, your mind doesn't treat the moment as finished. It keeps returning to it, trying to complete something that didn't fully come through the first time. In this video, we're going to break down two things: how that override moment happens in real time and how to catch it before it turns into hours of replay. And by the end, you'll walk away with two things: how to recognize that moment while it's happening, and how to make a decision that can actually hold, even if it doesn't feel completely certain. And this is what makes it so exhausting, because it doesn't feel like overthinking at first. It feels unfinished. You're not trying to analyze every detail. You're trying to land on something that didn't quite land when it happened. You replay it again and again, not because you want to stay stuck, but because some part of you is trying to get back to that exact moment where it shifted. And the more it comes back, the clearer it becomes. You start to hear the version of yourself that didn't show up. You hear the sentence you could have said. You feel the tone you would have used. And it's not exaggerated or aggressive. It's simple, clear, and direct. It sounds like you, and that's what makes it harder to let go, because now you can feel the difference between staying with yourself and moving past yourself. The issue isn't the replay. The issue is what happened before it. There was a moment, fast and almost unnoticeable, where something came up in you, a thought, a reaction, a response that had weight. And instead of staying with it, even briefly, you moved past it. You overrode yourself. And it didn't feel like a decision. It felt like an adjustment, like you softened in real time. Like you told yourself it wasn't worth it, or that it didn't matter enough, or that it would be easier to just move on. And all of that happens so quickly that it feels invisible. But your system doesn't treat it as invisible. It treats it as incomplete. Right after an interaction, ask yourself, did I override something that mattered? Not whether you said it perfectly, just whether you moved past something that had weight. Because when that happens, your mind keeps circling back, trying to land what didn't land. And once you start seeing that pattern, the replay stops feeling random. It starts to feel like a signal pointing back to a moment where you didn't fully stay with yourself. The real issue isn't whether you spoke up. It's whether you stayed with yourself long enough to choose your response. Because those two things feel completely different afterward. One leaves you steady. The other leaves you replaying it. And if you're really honest, you can usually feel exactly where it happened. Not the whole conversation, just one moment, one sentence you didn't say, 1 second where you moved past yourself. That's the moment your mind keeps going back to. So here's the shift, and it doesn't feel comfortable at first, because right before you respond, you can feel the hesitation. You can feel the pull to just move past it again, to keep things smooth, to not make it a bigger deal. That's usually where the override happens. So instead of rushing past it, you ask yourself, am I about to override myself right now? And for a second, nothing feels clear. That's the moment that matters. That question doesn't give you certainty, but it gives you space. And that space is often enough to not leave something behind. And when you don't leave something behind, something changes. The loop doesn't disappear, but it loosens. It stops pulling the same way. The goal isn't to stop thinking. It's to stop needing to go back. The thought may still come back. You may still wonder if you could have said it differently, but it doesn't pull you the same way. You notice it, but you're not inside it. And that's the difference. Not certainty, not perfection, but stability. The ability to let the decision stand even while part of you is still unsure.
Not perfect, but steady. Let the decision stand.